Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Pink Flamingo, and I want to start off by saying once again, thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you for the people who take time out, to show appreciation in terms of hitting the like button, subscribing. I appreciate it all, guys, and I don't take any of it for granted because, of course, this is YouTube, and no one has to hit the like or even subscribe, right? So I appreciate it when people come through and they watch the content, but they also want to give back in terms of subscribing or hitting the like. I definitely appreciate you guys, and many blessings to you guys. Okay. um so guys, I also want to say, if you are a subscriber and you've made a request, um or you haven't, please leave it in the bottom in the comment section. Unfortunately, guys, I do about 2 to 3 uploads a week, so I can't get all my subscribers' requests immediately, because a lot goes into my readings. I have to do a lot of cleansing of my decks, to remove old energy. That could take about a half hour or so. And I also do other readings outside of YouTube. So, I get a little bit tied up sometimes, with editing and all that other stuff as well. So I'm going to try my best to put out more content as much as I can. But I'm going to also start with putting more options on the community tab where you guys can vote on the readings you'd like to see. And I can kind of bring those a lot faster to you guys, because once I have an idea of what it is that you really want to see that week, then it makes everything much easier. Okay. So I'm going to start putting options on the community tab so you guys can kind of look out for those and vote. Okay. And I'll get to those readings. Now, guys, we're going to be doing a reading, guys, on Cathy Michelle White. Okay. And I want to share her story. I was a subscriber's request. Cathy has had an interesting story and a bunch of things floating around about her in terms of how she passed. JayZ has been connected to this. So has Beyonce. So I'm not quite sure what it is that we're going to find out in these cards. Now, I'm not biased in terms of the fact that Beyonce and JayZ are celebrities and Cathy is not. Her story is her story. And if she's willing to share that, I receive that. Okay. And I'm also going to ask her permission in terms of sharing her story. I know some people feel comfortable just going right in, shuffling cards and asking questions on those who are deceased, but I don't feel comfortable doing that. I always ask for permission before I even do so. And I'm going to ask everyone who respects my channel in the comment section to simply keep it respectful. Okay. Cathy belongs to a particular family, like we all do. And, going into the comment section and bashing her because you might be a fan of a particular celebrity is uncalled for, and I won't tolerate it, because every individual is a person to me. They live the life and they should be respected. So if you want to come over and attack me, that's fine. But for the people who I read for, who no longer have a voice, I will ask everyone to try to keep it as respectful as possible. Okay. So I'm going to start off, guys, by asking Cathy for permission even to do this reading and sharing it. And I'm going to share a little bit about her. So, all right, Spirit. I'm trying to gather the energy of Cathy Michelle White. Now, guys, when I do readings on celebrities, it's very different only because the most people we've read on are here with us. Okay. So sometimes when I shuffle cards, a bunch of gibberish might come up, and that's because Spirit has not tapped in and they have not connected. And I will wipe those cards away and I will put them back in the deck and I will shuffle again. Okay. If confusion starts to happen. Okay. And when we read on the dead, we are actually pulling their energy versus reading on those who are living and pulling the energy around them. So it's very different when you try to read people who have passed, okay? So, Spirit, I'd like to connect with Cathy Michelle White. She was known as Little Cathy to her family. She's known as Corianna Hun and Corey by friends. She was born July 3rd, 1982 in Fort Polk, Louisiana. She passed away at the age of 29, Thursday, September 1st, 2011 in Harlem, New York. Cathy graduated from Maury High School in Norfolk in 2000. And I'm sure one of the biggest accomplishments of her life was to graduate from Howard University in Washington, D.C. in 2004. Cathy worked as an industry publicist, and she also was an expert in health and fitness. Now, if Cathy is willing to speak with us, I would be more than honored to share her story. I would share this on YouTube so viewers are able to hear and see what it is that I'm pulling on her story. But I will shuffle my cards and I will ask her permission, okay, on whether it's okay to share her story or even communicate with her, okay? All right, Cathy. I'm going to be shuffling. Oh, yes. Okay. You are willing. Okay, I'm going to share that with the viewers. That was the card that slipped out. Okay, she gave me a yes. All right, Cathy, just so I know that this is not a fluke, I'm going to ask you another question, okay? This is more of a personal question. You have a very famous friend. She is on Fox Soul, okay? Was Claudia Jordan a friend of yours, or is she a friend of yours? Okay. There's a lot of association between you and Claudia. So I just want to know, just so that I know we are connected. Was Claudia Jordan your friend? Is she your friend? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to put this particular deck away, guys. And I'm going to use the vibe. This reading might be a little longer because I definitely want to get the story out, okay, on this. So I'm going to be doing reading. I'm a little nervous. I can actually feel myself being nervous, which is very different. I don't know why I'm nervous. Maybe Cathy's a little nervous. I'm not sure. But anyways, so Cathy, I want to ask you just a couple questions, okay? All I ask is that when we are done, that you return home, okay? I just want to know the energy around the situation between you and JayZ. What was that like, okay? And just give me the cards that I should pull in my hand. All right, Spirit. We want to direct Cathy with doing so. So I'm going to do a bit of shuffling just so that we can connect. What was the energy between you and JayZ when you were with us? Or the energy now that you feel towards him? Or Beyonce? Just give me the cards, Cathy, and I will try my best to decipher what it is that you are saying. Now, I apologize in advance if I don't always get a clear message. But I am only the vessel that I'm just trying to communicate, okay? All right, so we're going to be going in for a pull, and you can let me know what happened. The energy between Cathy White and Sean Carter. You let go. You had a self-reflection. Intimacy. Wow. Wow. Mm. Mm. All right. Okay, so this is what I'm getting, guys, from this reading, okay? She gave me the recharge, the breathe, and the let go, okay? She gave me self-reflection, epiphany, answered questions untapped. So what she's letting me know is right off rip, she is at peace. With whatever situation that may have happened between her and JayZ, she is at peace, right? But she's also letting me know that at some point there was a mutual respect and a unity and a closeness between the two of them. She's also giving me the energy of JayZ, which she's saying that emotions, worry, and fear. So in this situation, somebody is definitely very fearful. She's letting me know that envy was a part of this. So somebody was envious of her. Someone was resentful, competitive, and discontent. She also gave me the card of salty, okay? Bitter, angry, and petty, okay? She gave me the time card, right? Delay, procrastination, too busy. She also gave me this card, which is the longing. Missing you, let's talk, and reunion. She gave me sipping, rumors, gossip, and nosy. So guys, I'm going to try to go through the cards and explain what it is that I believe she's communicating. As a matter of fact, I'm going to shuffle again and see if I can pick up any other cards before I go through them, okay? All right, Cathy. Is there any other cards you'd like me to pull out around what's going on with how you feel or around that time when you were with us? Okay. And you know what I'll do? I'll also slice a bit, okay? Okay. What else do you want us to know, Cathy? About Sean Carter or even about yourself? Whatever you'd like to share. No pressure. Suffering in silence. Burn bridges. Hopeless. Okay. All right. Those are some cards. Okay. So this is what I got, guys, so far. She's basically letting you guys know that she has let go of this situation that occurred. Okay. She's also letting the world know that she's had her time in the spiritual realm to have self-reflection, and she has all her questions answered. So whatever it was that she had unanswered, she now knows all the answers to that question. She's letting us know that this relationship between her and JayZ was an intimate relationship. They had a mutual respect, a unity, and a closeness at some point. She said, somebody is living with emotions, worry, and fear. Okay? She's also saying, okay, guys, my table's a little small, so bear with me. She's also saying that during her time, or still till this day, somebody is still envious, resentful, competitive, and discontent. So this might be an emotion that placed her in her position as to where she is now. Someone felt this way, okay? And she's also, guys, and this is real emotions coming out because she gave me, I'm trying to get these cards all together. Sorry, y'all. How'd that one go? Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get my cards together. Let me push some of these back. Sorry, guys. I'm already going to tell you this video will be a longer video. So just letting you know we're going to get into a couple of decks here, okay? She gave me the waves, the envy, and she also gave me salty. Right after envy came up, guys, I got the salty, okay? So she is describing somebody's emotion. Whose emotion it is, I have no idea. But she is saying that the person still has envy and they're still salty. So whoever it is in this life is still envious of her and they're still salty. They're still bitter, angry, and petty. Okay? She's saying they're still envious. And clearly somebody is still in fear. Okay? So these are all the emotions she gave me, and she gave me all of this back to back. Okay? She's also saying time, right? So, and the missing you card and the sipping. Okay? So what I take from that is this. Whatever occurred with her, she's basically saying, you know, she may have been too busy. So whatever connection, and I take it from JayZ, she was saying at the time, you know, I kept myself busy, right? I did the too busy thing with him, right? And, you know, he did one of these. I'm longing for you. I miss you. I want to talk to you. Okay. So she's basically describing the type of relationship they had. And she was a publicist in the industry. So I'm making the assumption of what she's trying to communicate was, you know, she was busy in her environment, right? But he was the one that was sending these, I miss you. Okay, let's talk. Let's get together, right? She's starting to say from the fact that they were getting together, the rumors started to swirl because she's saying sipping, rumors, gossip, and nosy. So somebody started to get nosy about this connection between her and JayZ is what I'm taking. Okay. She's also saying that he is suffering in silence. Okay. She's saying that unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. So what I take from this card right off is the real feelings. What she's trying to say, guys, I know I hate to say it this way, but she's basically saying like what she experienced with him, that's where his real feelings lied, was with her. But she also gave me, guys, the burnt bridges. Okay. She's saying that he turned his back on her. He was disloyal and there was no trust. He burnt his bridges with her. She's also saying hopeless, loss, depression, and suicide. So she's also saying that now he might currently live in some form of depression over how this all went down. Right? Because she did give me this energy, guys, which was the waves, which was emotions, worry, and fear. And if you think about fear and someone being worried, it sometimes does lead to someone having depression. Okay? So I'm going to close up this particular oracle, guys. But these are some interesting cards. I find it very Very, you know what I mean? I'm kind of taken back for words because she basically just gave me a bunch of emotional cards in one row. Like, these are straight emotions that I got, guys, with the waves, the envy, and the salty. Like, she's just giving me the emotion of what's going on in that household. Somebody's worried about something. Somebody is still envious and someone is still salty. Man. Okay. So, you know, these, it seems like to me, what she's describing is how her and JayZ's connection was, which is, you know, I'm busy, I'm a publicist doing my thing, but he'd call me ever so often and he'd want to do one of those, hey, let's meet up and go for dinner, right? She's stating that gossips and all kinds of stuff started to swirl about them meeting up. That's how I take it, because after she gave me the longing card, she gave me the sipping, rumors, gossip, and people being nosy, right? But she's also saying that he's suffering in silence, but he burned his bridges in the end and was very disloyal to her. And this is what's going to have him in this depression. He's going to suffer loss, the loss. So I don't know how this loss came about. She's not with us, but she is saying that, you know, a loss occurred, which is her. She's the one that's no longer here. And she is saying depression. So someone out of that situation, out of three of them, is suffering from depression. Now, it could be the wife, which is Beyonce, or it could be JayZ. But somebody is suffering from depression. But she gave me salty. She gave me envy. She gave me all those cards, guys. So I'm going to tap into the True Emotional deck, guys, and see what else I can find if she tries to narrow down that relationship. And I'm just going to try to keep it as respectful as possible, guys. That's a little bit. I'll see what she wants to share. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now I'm going to go into another deck, and you also can use whatever cards you'd like to give us an idea of anything. Okay. All right, Cathy. So I'm going to do some shuffling, you know, maybe a little bit of slicing, and maybe these cards are better at you describing your feelings. So we'll take anything we can get. So I'm going to shuffle. All right, Cathy, give me the situation. Let me know what it was like between you and Sean Carter. I know you said that somebody was envious of you. Somebody was salty and bitter. You stated that you were going for dinners whenever you had a chance. You were very busy. And gossip started to swirl about these dinners you guys were having. But is there anything else you want to tell me? Oh, wow. Okay. That one jumped out. Okay. I'll show you guys what popped up in a minute. Okay. Any other cards, Cathy, you'd like to use? You definitely gave me one already. And I definitely think I know who you're trying to refer to with this card. All right, Cathy. Oh. Wow. Wow. All right, I'm going to do some more. I'm going to do some more shuffling, okay? Oh, wow. All right. So I'm just going to, wow. Okay, guys. So a lot of cards just kind of like did their own thing as I was shuffling. Okay. But as you guys know, that happens a lot to me. Okay. The first card that she just made jump out was this one, Psycho. Crazy ex, obsessed, won't let go. Okay. Guys, this card is definitely giving the Beyonce energy. So what I'm wondering, guys, is if at the time when Cathy was actually really messing with JayZ, because people are saying she is the somewhat of the side piece, right? But she made this card, she just threw this card out. It's almost as if she's letting me know that people have it wrong, that she is not the actual side piece. She's giving me the psycho, crazy ex, obsessed, won't let go. So it's almost like she's giving me the energy of when I was with him, we had a real relationship. I was not the side piece. Like, it's almost like she's saying Beyonce is really the ex-girlfriend. I was the girlfriend at the time. Now, guys, if people do remember a little bit about the early 2000s, JayZ and Beyonce did have their moments where they were together and they were not together, right? And for the people who know this, I ain't lying. It's true. It took Beyonce 100 years to marry this man. So there have been rumors about this. Apparently they have a ring of they have a picture of Cathy wearing a ring that is identical to Beyonce's ring. So I'm wondering who got this ring first. Because she's referring to Beyonce as the crazy ex. Now, there were rumors that she was pregnant at the time. She gave me family, right? So it's almost like she's saying, like, that crazy broad knew that me and him were about to have a family. Then she gave me spiritual chaos. Okay, like spiritual chaos, ego death, downward spiral, spiritual awakening, right? So she's basically letting me know spiritual work was done. Somebody did some spiritual work is what she's saying, right? Chaos. But she also gave me I miss you. And she gave me the not happy. So I'm going to do some more polling, guys, and see what else comes up. My way. Okay, I'm going to do some more shuffling. These are some very interesting cards, y'all. All right, Cathy, give me some more. Give me some more insight. I want to make sure that we're crystal clear as to what it is that we're seeing here. All right? Just give me the energy, all of the energy. Wow. I'm going to keep pulling. Wow. Y'all, y'all, we might not have the story right at all. Because the whole time people have been saying she was the one. Okay. Cathy's showing me something very different than what the story is. It's rumored. Okay, I'm going to pull again. Wow. Okay. Y'all, okay. This is different. Okay, and these cards mean a lot. These cards mean a hell of a lot. Okay. So, she's giving me the I miss you. Okay? She gave me the not happy. What I'm taking from this is JayZ's energy. JayZ at some point is the one that rekindled whatever relationship he had with her. So at the time, from what I'm getting, is JayZ and Beyonce technically were not really together. So the whole idea that she's a side piece, there's not really truth to that, is what she's trying to say in these cards. She's trying to say Beyonce was a crazy ex. She knew we wanted to start a family. Somebody was practicing spiritual work, so I'm assuming it was Beyonce. She's saying, JayZ came through with the "I miss you," and I'm not happy. Okay, that's what she gave me. I miss you, not happy. All right. She also gave me the "My Way" card, right? Selfish, stubborn, arrogant, and pride. So it's y'all. It's definitely giving me Beyonce's energy in this role. It's almost as if she's saying like JayZ came through and he was like, I miss you. Let's get back together, right? But somebody was very, against this kind of thing. Like somebody wanted things their way. She's also saying this, off and on, hot and cold and detached. So she's saying that after Beyonce came around and kind of put her foot down, he kind of like ghosted her. After that, guys, I got the reckless card. So she gave me reckless, love, and sex. So what she's saying is, they was up to whatever they need to be up to. So she's kind of letting me know that at the time, Beyonce knew about her. And she wasn't technically like a side piece. JayZ kind of was in the middle trying to figure out who he wanted to be. And she's giving me the energy like Beyonce was the one trying to cuff this man, even though she knew he had feelings for Cathy, right? Then after that, she gave me this card again, which kind of goes with the same card, the on and off, hot and cold and detached. She gave me the left you hanging. So she's saying that because of Beyonce kind of being heavy footed and trying to do things her way, because she considered her the psycho. Now, y'all, I ain't never seen Beyonce like that. It's very different, but this is the story she's giving me through the cards. Okay, she's saying that I was the chick. She's saying that because of Beyonce, this man turned his back, did the whole thing, left you on red, but at the same time, she didn't end the relationship. They didn't end the cycle. Right? So she gave me this card, right? Which was losing sleep, worried, replaying events, thinking about you, which is JayZ's energy, because he was the one that came through with the I miss you, right? She also gave me truth, discovery, and awakening, which I'm not really sure about that, but there was something she figured out. What that is, guys, I have no idea, but she's saying that there was some kind of truth that she discovered. She also gave me the divine feminine, right? Divine feminine, guys, when you think about divine feminine, it's sometimes attached to spiritual work, which is one of the cards that she already gave me. So she's letting me know the divine feminine was a woman who was practicing witchcraft. Okay, y'all. Then she kept on saying, her and JayZ went back and forth with the cycle, back and forth, back and forth. And she's saying that basically she paid the price for playing this game with him, right? But then she said, I decided to move on. I was letting go. I was free from this situation until I found out I was pregnant. Y'all see me shuffle and pull all this, right? Because I don't want people saying I shuffled and I pulled this, okay? She said she was free. So she ended this crap with him. And the last card she gave me was pregnancy. So JayZ, this entire time, this child that she was pregnant with was planned because she gave me family for the second card. He wanted a family with her. She's referring to Beyonce as a psycho ex. Now, I know a little bit about Beyonce. Now, this is no attack on Queen B, you know, because I love me some Queen B music and all that. But she's literally, through the cards, screaming, it's Beyonce. Now, a lot of the rumors going around is it's JayZ, but we're getting it's Beyonce through these cards. She's saying it's a psycho ex. He wanted a family with me. Somebody was busy doing some spiritual work. You know, the man missed me. Y'all, I'm going to go through these cards because I have to. The man missed me and he wasn't happy in his situation. Right? But someone came down with the heavy foot of my way. We're going to do it my way. And while that was going on, she said a lot of this was occurring at the time between them two. You know? Then she says something about finding out some truth and something about awakening. You know? Then she gave me these cards, which are, you know, the off and on, the hot and cold, detached, ghosted. She gave me left you hanging. This man was losing sleep thinking about her. She's saying the cycles went round and round, so he was going back and forth, back and forth. But she's also letting me know that the spiritual work was done by a divine feminine. Then she finally decided to move on with her life. She thought she was free from this nonsense until she found out she was pregnant. Y'all, see, this is why I don't be doing these readings. Because I be starting to think different about these celebrities. All right. We going to do one more deck, Cathy. Thank you for coming through in that one. I definitely feel your energy, especially right after the pregnancy card, because, you know, this is I am going to show the viewers this, okay? These are a lot of cards, guys. These are a lot of cards I have, okay? So when you see cards come out that apply to the situation, you know spirit is talking, okay? These cards are probably, let me even show you guys. These are 80 cards, if you guys can see that. 80 cards. I'm so sorry, Cathy, about your situation. Now, I'm going to open another deck, and I want you to speak to me with that deck as to what it is that you want to happen out of this. What I'm picking up is that this is not really JayZ's doing. This is what you're basically saying. All right. So, Cathy, I want to use these cards, and I want you to tell me about the outcome. Ooh. Wow, that almost fell into my candle. That's never happened before. I'll leave that right there. Okay. And I'm going to do some slicing. Y'all, this is crazy. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Miss Cathy White. I'm going to shuffle again. And I just want to know, based on you now in the spiritual realm, what do you want out of this? Is there some motive or some desires or something you want to accomplish? You can let me know through the cards how you feel. You've already dropped one card already. But I'd like to see a couple more, okay? Thank you, Cathy. I appreciate you communicating with me. All right, I'm going to do a couple more shuffles, and then I'm going to pull Cathy Michelle White, Sean Carter, Beyonce Giselle Knowles. What's the energy here, Cathy? Cathy White. She gave me hope. Choose wisely. Fulfillment of wishes. Okay, I'm going to shuffle again, Cathy. All right. Okay. Well, you said a lot, Miss Cathy White, and I'm going to put some of these cards on the stand so everyone can see your story here. What else do I have here? Okay. All right, guys. So what she's basically saying is temptation, right? She's basically letting me know that she is in the position that she's in because she felt temptation, right? So she's acknowledging that she's at a resting place because due to temptation, possibly being that of trying to be with JayZ, she's also letting me know that she has hope that the truth will come out one day. I don't know if you guys can see that hope. She's also saying choose wisely. Okay. So I don't really know what that means to her. But it has some kind of meaning, and especially if there were two women going back and forth on the same man, it could just very well mean that, you know, choose wisely. He should have chose wisely between the two. Or it simply could mean her saying that I wish I had chose wisely when I was here in terms of being involved in a situation like this. I should have chose better, which would make sense because it came up with a, you know, a couple of cards down from the temptation. So she's letting us know temptation got her where she is, and not choosing wisely put her in her predicament. But she's saying she's hopeful. She's saying that the fulfillment of her wishes will come true soon. She's letting me know that that there is an authority, right? So she's saying she's basically name dropping JayZ because we know he is a person in authority currently, okay? But she's also letting me know patience and planning. So she's letting me know she's working on this. She's patient and she's planning something. But she also gave me the universe card, right? And that means that in the universe, everything comes full circle. So she's letting us know that this at some point is it's gonna boil, right? How it's gonna boil, I have no idea, but she's giving me the universe card and she's giving me the patience and planning. She's letting y'all know she is working on this. Now I'm gonna pull a couple more cards and see what comes up and see if there's anything else Cathy would like to say. All right. Anything else you'd like to add, Cathy, to the universe, the authority and all that, and the patience and planning? Anything else? There you guys have it. She's letting you guys know, along with the universe, what goes around comes around, okay? She just gave me trapped in fear. So she knows somebody's scared. And we know that because she gave us in the first deck, she gave us the waves, okay? Which was the worry. She told us that somebody is worried. And she also gave me light. So she's letting y'all know the light is going to come through in a minute. Ah, this is crazy. All right. Now, I'm going to do my traditional deck, guys, because I want to see if I can get some answers. And guys, like I said, I know this reading's a little longer, but when I communicate with anyone on the other side, I like to give them the opportunity to share their story with me, okay? And unfortunately, guys, sometimes 25 minutes or 30 minutes will not do, okay? And I like to go into different decks because different decks have different purposes. And whatever I can't understand in one deck, I might understand in the next, okay? So it's very important. I respect spirits when they come through and when they want to share their story. So I take the time out to do so. So I'm going to do my tarot cards, guys, lastly. And we're just going to wrap this up. But thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you. All right, guys. So I'm going to ask Cathy a few questions. She did say that this was spiritual work. So I don't think this was a physical thing. But I'll see what comes up, okay? So Cathy, I know you said that this was more of a spiritual attack. And I'm going to shuffle, guys, and slice, okay? Now, this story is a lot different than what I thought it would be. When you do readings, you find out a lot of crazy things. That is crazy. Sorry, y'all. I don't know if my light was off this whole time. Hopefully not. All right. So, Cathy, I know you said that this is more so of a spiritual attack. Were you physically harmed in any way? Were you physically harmed, Cathy? All right. Just let me know with these cards, and I will try my best to decipher. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle a little more, guys, and see if I can get more clarity on that, because I don't want to say what's not true, and I'm not really getting a very clear answer on that. I do have the authority, which is what she was talking about, the authority in that card, guys. She gave us the King of Swords. So she is referring to some person in authority, right? More than likely a man, which is JayZ, but I'm not 100% on that, so I don't want to say anything that's untrue. And if I don't get an answer, then I will just move on, okay? So were you harmed physically by this, Cathy? Was there physical harm done to you? No. She made that one jump out. No. So she's letting us know, guys, she was not hit in the head or anything of that nature. It seems like this was just a spiritual attack, and she's aware that she was spiritually attacked, okay? All right. Next question. Is the ring that Beyonce has your ring? Because there's rumors that your engagement ring or the ring you wore belonged to Beyonce. So my question is your ring a ring that was worn previously by Beyonce? All right. No. Okay, I don't know if I'm showing you guys these cards. She said no, okay? Let me see if there's anything else that I could find on this. Okay, she gave me the Tower card and she let me know no. All right, guys. One more question before I wrap this up. All right, guys. This is a very different kind of reading for me. How do you feel about Beyonce, Cathy? What's your opinion on Beyonce? Let me ask that. Okay? Just honest and clear. No judgment here. No sides are taken. How do you feel about Beyonce? What do you feel about? Damn, that popped out real quick. Well, I see you got an opinion. And you did say this already, so if people are watching, they're paying attention, I'm sure they're gonna be like, this is bananas, because I'm saying this is bananas. Okay, couple more cards, okay? How do you feel about Beyonce Knowles, Cathy? Just honesty. We're unbiased over here. We just want to hear your story. That's all. She gave me the Tower again. Wow. Okay, I'm going to shuffle a couple more, guys, and see what else comes out, because, you know, she done gave me a couple cards here. Wow. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple more. All right. Wow. You said a mouthful. Okay. So, guys, she gave me the Four of Pentacles, okay? And as you guys can see, there's descriptive words on my card, right? So if you can pay attention, I guess pay attention somewhat. I know it's kind of hard to stay on focus. It's not your fault if you guys can't. It says a need for control. I don't know if you guys can see that on the top line, okay? Now, she gave me that same My Way and the need for control in this Oracle deck. If you guys remember, My Way, that card came up. So she is saying that Beyonce is very bossy, okay? But she's also saying a positive thing about Beyonce. She's saying that she's very creative, okay? So with the Ace of Cups, she's saying that from a professional level, she respects Beyonce's creativity, that she's a very creative woman, but she's very bossy. She's also saying that this card, which is the Tower, she's saying that a revelation will come out about this, right? She also gave me, guys, okay. I just want to make sure, guys, I'm not losing it. I want to make sure I understand what's being communicated. So she gave me the Eight of Wands, guys, in the reverse. If you can see that. And this represents something that is still not being done. Like something is taking a while, okay? As you can see here, it says losing momentum, postponement, okay? Slow. So she's letting us know that right now, because we just saw in the other deck, it said patience and basically playing the waiting game, right? She also gave me the Page of Sword in the reverse. So she's letting us know that mind games are being played with us. Y'all, this is crazy. She gave me the 5 of Cups in the upright. So she's letting us know, as you can see, the man hunched over. And I think this lattice card, guys, has nothing to do with Beyonce. I actually think this card represents JayZ. And she's basically letting me know that loss and grief and sorrow came out of this for him. So, guys, my camera pretty much went out at that point. So I'm just going to do a quick recap for you guys. And for the people who have made it this far, thank you very much. I know this video is much lengthier than my normal videos, but I really wanted to give Cathy the opportunity to tell us her side of the story. And I also wanted to go into several decks, guys, as a way to make sure that we have consistency in our readings, because people can always pull cards, but unless we are getting the same thing over and over, we really can't, say, hey, this is legitimately something that we're seeing, right? So for me, I like to kind of look at the accuracy of the readings and to see what it is that I'm pulling and how many times I see her reference something over and over. Okay, if that makes sense. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. So I'm going to be really quick, as fast as I can be with this. So, all right, guys. So there were a few cards that came up, and we use different Oracle decks, as you guys can tell, right? The emotional deck was one, as well as this one, right? Which is the vibe. You guys always know about that vibe I use, okay? She did give us this in the vibe, which is the first oracle that we went into. She let us know suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. Okay. She also gave me in this particular deck losing sleep, worried, replaying events, thinking about you. Okay. She also wanted us to know that this was real intimacy between him and her. Okay? She was saying we had a mutual respect, we had unity, we had a closeness. She's also with the same deck, with a different deck, she's also giving me the card family. Okay? So she's letting me know that this wasn't some, hey, I'm a fly by night kind of chick. He wanted a family with me. This is what he was telling me. Right? She's also letting me know in this oracle here, I miss you. This was something that he was telling her. And to confirm it, guys, she didn't give us that card once, but twice, okay? So 2 different oracles, okay? And she gave us the longing, miss you, let's talk, and reunion. So JayZ was definitely reaching out to her, right? And he was telling her this, I'm not happy. I'm not happy in this marriage. This is not what I want. And to be quite honest, guys, she did refer to her as an ex. So I'm wondering if at the time, because JayZ and Beyonce, they like to do the smokescreen stuff when things are not going well. They like to pretend that they're in this happy marriage. So I'm wondering if behind the scenes, they weren't really together like that. And this was more so a power move based on money and them kind of collaborating, in kind of giving us that power couple. Because in the early 2000s, this is what they were known for. We didn't have too many power couples. I think at the time there's only like maybe Will and Jada, maybe I could think of. But Beyonce and JayZ were the second to kind of come together, and they made a lot of money with that type of collaboration because JayZ was literally on every song Beyonce dropped. So it made sense for them as a couple. Okay. Now, guys, she gave us the sipping. She wanted us to know, Beyonce was aware. The rumors were flying. Beyonce knew. Beyonce knew. She also gave me the reckless in love kind of situation. She knew there was a lot of unprotected going on, right? But she also gave me this card, guys, which I didn't understand at the time, but now I'm putting the 2 and 2 together. And she gave me the illumination, okay? Truth, discovery, and awakening. She did not just give me that in one deck, right? That's awareness, which is kind of awakening, the same thing. 2 different decks. 2 different oracle decks. She's letting me know she figured it out. Not only in this life did she know that this woman was practicing the craft, but she can confirm it now that she's transitioned on into the next life, that this is really what happened to her. That this was craft, being practiced on her. And because of that, she was like, hey, I'm this is not me. I don't want to be around this type of stuff, this dark stuff that this woman's practicing. So she said, I'm moving on. I'm letting go. I want to be free of this. But what really tragically ended her life was Beyonce kind of finding out she was pregnant. Now, she did give us, guys, the 2 emotions in the beginning in the Vibe Oracle. She said Beyonce was envious, right? Resentful, competitive, and discontent. She also stated salty, bitter, angry, and petty. Now, the only thing I could think of, guys, where a woman could be competitive, because Beyonce at that time was a big celebrity, she had everything going on career-wise. Cathy White was just this publicist kind of woman in Hollywood. She got her little health and fitness stuff going on, but she was not on the magnitude of someone like Beyonce. So there would be nothing to compete about unless pregnancy was something that Beyonce was competitive about, okay? Which is a personal struggle that she might not share with the world. And guys, she gave us the Psycho card, okay, in this deck, right? All 3 of these decks. She gave us the Psycho, crazy ex, obsessed, won't let go. So it's almost like Cathy is letting us know, like, this relationship was not solid. They were not really an item. Like, it's almost like she is giving it to me as if this was marriage for, it's like a Hollywood marriage, so to speak. But this was not legitimately a real marriage. And, Cathy was very clear. She gave me the spiritual card, right? Which is the chaos, the ego death, the downward spiral, the spiritual awakening again, okay? And she's letting me know divine feminine, right? So she wants us to make no mistake as to who it is that did this. And divine feminine, as you guys can see in the picture here, you can see the sage, right? So it is a woman who is practicing this, and she's letting us know this is what happened to her, okay? Now, she takes full accountability for her action, guys, okay? And I'll show that to you guys here. Now, Cathy was very expressive, guys, in the way she communicated with me. So she gave me round and round, cycles, triggers, lessons. So she's well aware of the fact that she was on this roller coaster ride of stupidity. And, she literally threw my damn card into the damn fire. I don't know if you guys seen that, how this thing flipped into the candle. Now, I've done a few readings and you guys have never seen anything flip into my candles, right? And she did that. So it's almost like she still has this hatred and this strong dislike for the fact that she was tempted and her temptation took over her. It's almost like she's saying, if it wasn't for that damn temptation of wanting to be with this man, I would be here. So she's still struggling with that, and even in her transitions. And she's also giving the advice to us as men and women to always choose wisely. She's saying she didn't choose wisely, so make sure you choose wisely so you don't end up in a cycle like this where you have to learn a lesson the way I did. Okay? She's also gave us in 2 different decks, guys. She gave us the Trapped in Fear. And in the first oracle, she gave us emotions, worry, and fear. So she's telling us that there is somebody very much so living in fear right now. Right? She identified the movement, right? Because she did say, if I could find the card, she said burned bridges. Okay? In the first oracle. So she's letting me know JayZ in the end betrayed her. So whatever that is, that looks like for her, she's letting me know, this man towards the end, yeah, he betrayed me. She's saying, the authority came through and did what he had to do. And she referenced him again in the tarot cards, right? Because if you guys could look up, it says authority right here. Okay. Let me see if I can get that into focus so you guys can see it. Okay. She's saying authority. So she used this in 2 different ways, okay? She's also letting you guys know that he is experiencing loss. So she gave me this card, the loss, the depression, and the suicide. But she also gave me in the 5 of Cups, right? The same thing. And if you guys pay attention to the, the top line here, which are the key words on the tarot cards, you can see, try to focus it here for you guys, the loss, the grief, and the sorrow. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. But she has been really consistent with this. She gave us the My Way with this particular oracle, letting us know that Beyonce was quite bossy. Everything had to go her way, right? And when I asked her in the tarot cards, how do you feel about Beyonce? This was the first card she made jump out. Cathy's a very expressive woman. Okay, she literally almost lit one of my damn cards on fire, is what I'm saying. And as you guys can see here, a need for control. So she's very much so identifying the fact that Beyonce is very, very controlling. Now, guys, I expected, like most people, to get up into this read and kind of just see JayZ for what he is. But unfortunately, guys, I've walked away with seeing what Beyonce is. How it's coming across to me, and of course you guys can share your opinions below, but it's coming across to me as if Beyonce created this mess with the craft and the authority came through to clean it up because he had to. Now, I don't necessarily know if this is what JayZ wanted to do because, Miss Cathy gave me the loss and the grief not once but twice. So she's letting me know this man, to a degree, still grieves her. But at the end of the day, you got to clean up a mess. It's either jail or you got to clean up a mess. So, guys, what I want to say is this. In these cards with the control, she gave me the control. She told me, Beyonce's quite creative. But she gave me the Tower, which is, a revelation is coming through. Chaos. She also gave me the Page of Swords, which is actually, it was in reverse, guys, but I kind of flipped it when I was cleaning up. But yeah, which from my last read, you guys can go back and look. It really was flipped this way. But she did give me the Playing Mind Games. And, she's saying that everything is in slow motion. Slow motion with the 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I did get the Page of Swords in reverse. You guys go check that out. I didn't just flip that. I flipped it by accident when I was kind of collecting my cards, but this is how the card really was. Okay, and she gave us a Tower, so she knows that something is coming out, guys. And she gave us the Universe. She let us know that she's patiently planning. Okay, now I would not want to be on the side of Miss Cathy, especially in the spirit world, when you patiently planning, because usually that don't go well for nobody. And, sis says she coming through with the light in a minute. So we got to be on guard for that. So she's coming out with something. And these cards are giving revelation and something is to occur. Now, guys, let me say this. And I don't think there is a way I could say this without kind of shaking the table. But with the envy and the salty, a woman as accomplished as Beyonce, what would you be salty about when it came to someone like Cathy? Unless there was something that Cathy could do that you couldn't do. And to me, guys, I'm getting the energy of pregnancy. That she was very jealous of Cathy's pregnancy. Right? Now, I know the rumors are circulating that the woman was ready to write a tell-all book, but there's no proof of that either. And there's people that are saying that she has denied the affair. So it can go either way at this point. But let's say we give Cathy the benefit of the doubt. And let's say she wasn't trying to out JayZ. Okay? Then that would mean Beyonce could have been jealous of this woman's pregnancy. Because here's the thing. I'm not trying to start any conspiracies. You guys can walk this down slowly with me. Okay? But if my husband's mistress apparently passed away pregnant, why do I suddenly have to make an announcement of pregnancy myself? unless I'm planning on doing something sinister, something wrong. But everybody was there for the early 2000s. That belly did flop. Okay, that hospital did shut down, and she was the only one in it trying to give birth. You know, there was a lot of prosthetic things that were being worn, allegedly, where she was wearing a lot of prosthetic things, allegedly, right? From the fake breast to the stomach. And most of us who've had children, we've never had to do this, right? So we knew something was off. Now, Miss Cathy did not end up dying in her home. She died at the hospital. She arrived sick and she passed away at the hospital. So, guys, I know I'm going a little far with this. This could be leading to a little bit of conspiracy. But if this woman arrived at the hospital and she was anywhere about 7 to 8 months pregnant, I'm just saying something could have been extracted, no? And to be honest, if Miss Cathy is telling me that this was all done through her through spiritual work is something very hard to prove. You can't really say, hey, I passed away from spiritual work and, law enforcement can make an arrest. But if your DNA is still left on this earth, you sure can make it. So what I'm trying to say is this. Who's Blue Ivy's real mama? Think about it, y'all. And for the girls and the men, and the women, some of y'all don't want to be called girls, but, it's just my phrase. But for the women who were in the early 2000s, did you not see a lot of this mess, including the baby that was posted? And most of us were like, this baby is a little too old to be a newborn, including the baby sizing. All of this is going over my head. It went over my head back then, but right now it's making all the sense in the world. What was all of this for? What was all of this fakery for? And guys, please keep in mind, Beyonce had twins as a second pregnancy. That was a real pregnancy. But most of the celebrities use fertility treatments to have twins. So what was Beyonce not able to do back then? What made her salty? I rest my case. I'm going to let you guys in the comment section let me know how you feel. Because right now, after Miss Cathy has told me her side of the story, all of us were trying to give JayZ the L, but it's looking like JayZ somewhat just cleaned up the mess that the wife created. And he had to do so because his empire would collapse. And this is why she felt burnt bridges, disloyal to her. And she does refer to him as the authority. So she's saying, listen, he had all the pull in the world to clean this up. Now, guys, she did say with the Page of Swords, mind games. But I will leave it there. I rest my case. I want y'all to give me your opinion, what you guys think. I know I'm floating everywhere at this point, but after a reading like this, you really don't know who to believe. But if you guys appreciate my reading on Miss Cathy White, please subscribe because I'd appreciate that. And please hit the like button and comment. As long as we keep it respectful, because like I said in the beginning of my video, Cathy's no longer with us. So if we come through and you're a fan of the Beehive and all that, whatever, let's be honest here. If a celebrity did something to our family member, we would defend it. So let's not try to put these celebrities at that worship level around, at least on my channel. I don't got a shrine where I worship celebrities. So, someone is wrong. Someone is right. Now, I haven't done a reading on Beyonce to see what it is that she feels towards this mess. But I did read Miss Cathy, and she's very consistent. And let me say, the woman in spirit form, as I could feel her, she's the kind of girl where she holds no punches. As y'all can see, she was throwing cards out of the deck, letting them slide out, everything. And, she seems like she's at peace. She's at peace. And she's basically holding accountability for everything that's happened. She's saying, I'm at fault for being where I'm at. If I mess with Bozo, I'd be here. But she's also acknowledging the fact that that man has no feelings for that woman the way he had feelings for her. But in the end, he had to do what he had to do. It was either let the empire collapse or kind of conceal what it is that happened to her. He had to clean up from what allegedly, from what Miss Cathy's saying, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, guys, and opinions for YouTube. She's saying he had to do what he had to do. But make no mistake, the craft was not practiced by him. Now, I know a lot of us are probably waiting to see if JayZ gets clank clank, and he will, because he's done a lot of bad things. But what Miss Cathy is saying is, this was not his doing. But I figured, because I did read all this drama, okay? And I read that he was out here buying this woman $25,000 pairs of shoes. Now, y'all, I've heard of $3,000, $4,000. I didn't even know shoes could be $25,000. He was out here buying bags. They said she had a closet full of bags, way over $200,000. That does not sound like a man that's not in love. Like, I know tricking is a thing, but do men really trick at that high magnitude if they ain't in love a little bit? And Beyonce and her had similar rings. So now I'm wondering if the ring design came from her. Anyways, y'all leave y'all comments below. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys for staying this far along with me and going through this reading. Let me know what you think. All right? Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.